Ty, he's getting evaluated, little ankle injury, but yeah, we're not sure yet. Like I said, he's just getting evaluated right now.
Seemed like it was a little scrappy.
Yeah. You know, hockey's an emotional sport. I think it's good. You know, obviously you're going against your teammates, but yeah, we saw a couple players going at it. It's not always a bad thing. Obviously you got to kind of keep it at arm's length and reel it in, but yeah, it was good to see the compete definitely raise up.
What other takeaways did you have from practice today?
Thought it was good to get, even though it got a little, you know, the 5-on-5, it's not easy with 2 lines aside, just to get the reps, you know, like I talked about yesterday, just, you know, going into Minnesota. We'll scrimmage a little bit tomorrow as well. But I liked, you know, a lot of the drills. We want our identity, you know, quick transition. I thought guys did a really good job, you know, building chemistry with each other. So it was a positive step in the right direction.
When you see injuries piling up at a scrimmage, do you have any thought to maybe stop things, you know, and change plans at all? Or?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can't control it. That was kind of a fluky. You know, we went in to the boards. You know, obviously as a coach, you don't want to, you know, your first scrimmage have 2 injuries. But it's you know, that's the type of sport it is. I don't think you back off. You know, we stuck with it. We didn't do it long, so obviously hope everybody's okay.
Do you think that intensity of today kind of builds that team chemistry? You mentioned like you're glad to see the intensity.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, in 2 days we play against. I mean, we're all waiting to play against something other than you know, your own teammate. But yeah, that brings definitely teams together.
I was going to say, back in the day, you used to see a lot of that intensity within the practices. Is that healthy to have when you see AJ and Aidan going at it, and then afterwards kind of talking through it? Like, is that intensity good to have internally as well?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you look at Aidan and AJ, they kind of, that's what their game's built on, is being highly competitive, and you're trying to showcase to the staff here what you bring. You know, there's a fine line between going too far, but I'd rather have that than guys are overly competitive than reel them in. But yeah, they're showcasing themselves every time they go on the ice.
How are the conversations with some of the guys with the roles that they're going to play in this specific situation where they might be in more of a, you know, bottom 6 role for this weekend and then go back to being a top line player in the O or the W?
Yeah, we haven't gotten in depth on each role. You know, we're just trying to play, you know, some simple team concepts. You know, I think the biggest thing they value is, like we hit on yesterday with the compete. That's one box you have to check if you want to play at this level, the AHL level. You know, I think you learn a lot of valuable habits, you know, the game away from the puck. You know, some plays that you can get away with in juniors. But I think that's important as coaches to show that those plays matter. We value those, the plays away from the puck, the selfless plays. And that's why it'll be good to play against a different opponent, and that's when the teaching really begins.
Does it help?
Yesterday you mentioned Jeff Blashill, just how he wanted to set up camp, and what's that communication been like, I guess, for setting this up and for you to carry some of the stuff to Rockford that he's probably going to want as well?
It's been great. You know, I came 3 weeks ago, met with their staff. We're here for a full week, put in, you know, long days, but it was awesome. I think that's one of Blash's strengths is his communication. He's done a great job with, you know, Vellucci, Pekka, Anders. They have a great staff, like really humble in nature. They want to help. They've done a great job making us feel a part of it. But communication is key, and I think they've done a really good job at, you know, letting us know where they see players fitting in.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys.
How are you?
How are you doing?
Good. I'm good.
Just a couple stitches?
Yeah, they just glued it, so I got lucky. It wasn't too bad.
Did you think otherwise when it first happened? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I felt the skate to the face, so I thought it was going to be worse, but no, I'm fine. So.
It looked like you and Aidan kind of talked through everything a little bit, or?
Yeah, I mean, that was just us being competitive. I mean, we were scrimmaging, and you know, that's hockey. So yeah, that was just the competitive side of us.
Do you feel like there's kind of noticeable intensity here with, I mean, so many guys and only so many of you are going to end up making the NHL? Is there some of that competition together?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when it's a scrimmage like this with everyone watching, everyone's going to give it their best, and you know, everyone's battling, playing hard. So yeah.
Is that kind of competitiveness healthy when you guys do go at it? Because we've seen that in the old days, you know, intense practices, but nowadays it feels like you see less and less of that, but is that an encouraging part of when you have that intensity among you?
Yeah, I mean, I think you need to have like high intensity and stuff like this. I think it just kind of brings everyone together. Even when you're battling against a guy, you know, you get off the ice and you're best buddies with him. So I think it's good for like these practices, everyone to just battle.
How was your summer?
Yeah, it was great. Just a lot of training. Came here for a week. That was good, and then got to go on vacation. So yeah, I couldn't complain.
Anything you worked on training-wise in particular?
Yeah, I think just sharpening my tools, being good on the wall. I feel like my shot got a lot better. So just being able to put myself in places to produce more offense, and then obviously continuing to be good on the forecheck and playing hard and physical.
Coach said, emphasized yesterday that he wants everyone to be playing faster. That's like his biggest goal. Do you kind of fear? I know it's only been a couple of days, but do you kind of fear yourself getting faster and better in that aspect?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like I fit right into that playing style. So you know, it's kind of an easy transition to play fast. I think that's my main attribute, just playing fast and hard. And yeah, I think that's where I can help. So.
If they talk to you at all about maybe what their expectations are, a role for you this weekend? You had a really good development camp last year.
Yeah, you know, I think just going back to last year, just kind of playing my game, using my speed, playing physical, just being a guy that's hard to play against, which will create opportunities for my teammates. So yeah, that.
Is a little more mature, maybe it's the word, on the ice this year. A lot of older college guys this year compared to last year with mostly junior guys.
Yeah, I feel like we got a really good group. And then, I mean, just obviously this is my second year, so I'm a lot more comfortable. And then we have guys that have played in this showcase for 2 years. So I think just we got a really good group of experienced players.
Did playing as many preseason games as you did last year, did that open your eyes to, I guess, what your potential is when you can fit in the NHL, and then maybe also how you, I guess, if you fit your training around that or in all your games, you try to be conducive like an NHL type?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously it just kind of showed that they believe in me and see what I could be at the next level. And then, you know, just being here for that long last year, I was able to learn so much, especially from the older guys. There was a lot of guys that I could learn from and model my game after, like those power forwards, and then just being in those games, playing against all those really talented players, like it just made me so much better. So yeah.
Are you thinking that there's going into camp? Are you hoping to, I guess, the same sort of opportunity for if you can stick here, or are you ready to go back to your junior?
Yeah, I'm just taking it day by day, just trying to get better, play my game, and I'll see where that takes me.
So how's it, I know this is just kind of a warm-up for you being at training camp coming up soon, and just, you know, how are you enjoying the week and looking forward to this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great week for sure. I mean, these guys, you know, I feel like we've got to know them pretty well over the past couple of years just being at development camps, and, you know, we're just building a bond, and yeah, it's been great though. Practices, like you guys have seen, have been up-tempo, and it's good to get the legs underneath us for sure.
Do you have a chance to reflect on last season, what you did well, what you were trying to work on for going into this year?
Yeah, I feel like for sure. I mean, I feel like the Blackhawk development staff, obviously a big reason why I turned pro is because they're just so hands-on with you. I can be here now wherever I am. So we did a great job over the summer. I feel like hammering down the things that I can work on, and looking to see that pay off here during the year.
What are some of those things?
Yeah, I think a big thing I've talked about is just execution. I mean, I'm getting in the right areas and I'm finding the right soft spots. It's just really just bearing down on those opportunities. I feel like, you know, wall play, I might be playing wing, I might be playing center, so anything I can do to just help the team on the wall and get pucks off the wall will be huge. So just little things like that, and obviously playing to my advantages as well.
I noticed yesterday there was one chance or shot that was saved and you banged your stick on the boards. Is that something that's kind of always in your mind, that trying to finish everything?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think I can be a difference maker player if I can put the puck in the net for your team, and I think that's anybody. But when you get chances to do that and you don't finish, you're obviously frustrated. And I mean, it's a balance. You got to control your emotion, but you have to care. And I'm definitely a player that does. So
You've played with Sam Renzel for a little bit here, and just with being part of a very young defense group, how do you think he will adjust to a bigger workload this year? Expected bigger workload.
Yeah, I think, you know, he's every single practice he gets just better and better ever since I've been skating with him over the last 3-4 years now, and I think he's going to fit right in wherever he is, and Obviously, you guys have seen at the end of the year his game's transitioning so well to the kind of hockey that he's going to be playing for a long time. So, yeah, I think he's gonna fit in wherever he is, and he's going to adjust. So.
Spent a lot of time with these guys the last couple years off ice. Development camps, there's a little more excitement to finally get to play with them.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, obviously, like you said, like the last couple development camps have been off the ice, and you know it's great. We get to go explore the city and get to know each other really well. So it's going to be fun to see how that kind of translates onto the ice for sure.
Where were you this summer? Were you back in Minnesota?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, I was
Okay.
back in Minnie the whole summer, and obviously had Fliggies for a little bit. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that was really it. That was the only trip I took, and yeah, it was a great summer.
Does he just have a revolving door on his entrance for all the
Yeah,
time?
I mean it's an open door policy for sure with him. So kind of like Team Conrad, the show and stuff. So yeah. Just a good guy like Team Conrad. So, yeah.
Did you watch it last night?
I mean, no. But maybe I should. Team Conrad, I heard, is good. So, yeah, it's good.
How was the first 2 days been?
It's been good. It's been tough. You know, I think they've been making it hard for a reason to get us in shape for the upcoming games. But no, I think it's been really good getting to see all the boys again and then kind of work together out there. It's been great.
What did you take from those games last season, and how did you apply it to the off season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good opportunity for me to, you know, come in and meet everybody and kind of get my feet wet and, you know, get a taste for what it's like, you know, at the NHL level and how those guys, you know, handle themselves. So I think it was really helpful, and obviously, you know, all the things I learned from that I'm going to try to, you know, put into this camp, put into training camp, and put into everything going forward.
What's your mindset going into training camp? Is it to try to make this roster right away?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to try to put my best foot forward, and obviously, you know, the main goal for me is to try to, you know, crack the roster and, you know, do everything I can.
How was your summer?
It was good. I was in Boston for most of it. I trained at BU. They have a lot of pro guys that go back there. So I got home for a little bit at the start of the summer, and then I was there for the rest of it.
Anything in particular that you worked on?
Kind of just everything. Like, I mean, we do a lot of skill work there, so mostly that at the start of the summer, and then, you know, late on into the summer, we kind of get into scrimmages and things like that. So, you know, just trying to be in my best shape and be ready to come here and give everything I can.
Any kind of different preparation this summer, knowing that you're going into your first pro year as opposed to how you train for the college season?
I mean, I think it's the same, but obviously you know that coming into training camp, it's going to be a lot more demanding, playing against, you know, guys that are playing in the NHL who, you know, are bigger, stronger, faster. So just trying to be, you know, as physically ready as I can coming into the season.